Action again tonight at the state capitol as the Texas House gives a provisional okay to stricter abortion regulations.
House Bill 2, it passed mainly along party lines about an hour and a half ago. A formal passage vote happens tomorrow before going on to the Senate.
Abortions after 20 weeks would be banned in Texas, and tougher standards for clinics and patients would be imposed. KXAN's Angie Bevan live at the state capitol where supporters on both sides still remain. Angie?
Well, the masses of people have cleared out of the Capitol. We have two. Security is locking up for the night. Now, after some closing statements on the House floor, which lasted a little more than an hour, the vote was in. The bill passed 98 to 49. We got some reaction from both sides following that vote.
Everyone got to say their piece. We had a good hashing out of the issues, and the bill had the support of the majority of Texans and the majority of the House, and we're glad it's moving forward. It's a good bill, and we're proud of it.
This fight is not over.
While Democrats made some last-ditch efforts filing amendments to the bill, some Republicans we talked to saw the debate as more of a broken record. A line of spectators wrapping around the rotunda.
6 buses. We got up at 3 o'clock in the morning, got on the bus.
While they can't speak publicly this time, they hope their presence can still send a message.
They keep saying it's about women's health, and it's not.
And I see some signs that say it's my body, my decision. Not really, because, you know, you're dealing with somebody else's life, too.
On the House floor, debate over the bill which could limit access to abortion in Texas. More than 30 amendments to the bill were filed, 26 were heard. South Texas Democrat Abel Herrero with an amendment to the abortion medication restrictions in the bill.
This amendment would allow a doctor to assess an individual woman and determine whether or not that FDA protocol is appropriate, and if not, rely on evidence-based information to administer a different dosage.
Republicans say the debate was the same old song and were confident Tuesday it would pass again.
We have a history in Texas of allowing both sides to work through the process, and we want to honor that tradition and that process. But at the same time, I think at the end of the day, we're going to pass the bill. I think we're going to pass it without any amendments, and I think it'll go to the Senate in a very strong form.
And again, the bill passed the House. It passed 98 to 49, and that was all after some closing statements on the floor, which lasted a little more than an hour. Now that it has passed the House, it will eventually go on to the Senate, and they will vote there as well. For now, reporting live from the Capitol, Angie Bevan, KXAN News.
Angie, thanks. 17 states have enacted new abortion laws this year alone. Looking further, if the bill becomes law, Texas would join a dozen other states banning abortions at 20 weeks. North Dakota has the strictest abortion laws in the nation. A ban at 6 weeks takes effect there next month.
With Texas the biggest state so far as a battleground for abortion restrictions, big names from across the country are lending their support to their chosen sides. The latest, former Pennsylvania Republican Senator and 2012 presidential candidate Rick Santorum. He announced on his Twitter page tonight that he'll be in Austin on Thursday, joining Lieutenant Governor David Dewhurst, urging for this bill's passage in the Senate. Yesterday, former Arkansas governor and presidential candidate Mike Huckabee was at the pro-life rally at the state Capitol. And just today, Democratic pro-choice senators and Planned Parenthood unveil a bus tour that left the Capitol today. Senators Kirk Watson and Wendy Davis both spoke at a rally in Houston tonight for those Texans who cannot make the trip to the Capitol.
With so much intensity today, a Texas state senator said lawmakers told the DPS they wanted plenty of DPS troopers on the ground and in the building, no matter what the cost. While the DPS will not comment or confirm on any numbers, many believe security at the Capitol has doubled since crowds prevented a vote at the deadline of the first special session.